Hey y'all, this is the Collective Tarot Insight Energy Reading for December 16th through 21st. I'm Stephanie of Energy Aligned. I'm an intuitive energy reader, and every week I come here, I pick one tarot card to highlight and harness the energy of the collective. Then I talk about how, as individuals, we can use this energy to move through these times with more ease and awareness. Okay, the card that we pulled is Five of Wind, Fear. What has been built in the face of the unknown has stemmed from fear. Here we are at the 5 in the cycle of 1 through 10 in the Minor Arcana in the Tarot deck. We are in the middle of the cycle of 1 through 10, and we really are facing it or really acknowledging it in order to move past, move through, evolve, grow, expand, do different, change our ways. Acknowledging what, right? Our fear. We really need to step forward and face the fact that we have made a lot of choices as a collective based upon fear. And that reign of terror, so to say, that reign of being is ending, and it will end completely. And if we can stand in the face of it and look straight at it as individuals and as a collective, we can move forward. It's important to ask, how are our actions moving or starting? What is the impetus of our actions? What are they stemming from? Where are they stemming from? The energy behind and underneath them. The subtle energy behind and underneath everything is key. It's key for creating. It's key for experiencing what we want. It's key for joy. It's key for expansion. It's key for also terror. And it's key for more constriction as well, if that's what we choose. The cool thing is we are waking up to see that we really do get to choose, that we really do, as a collective, have what you would call the power in our hands. How are we going to use these swords? How are we going to use the swords? The swords of the mind, the wind, the swords in the tarot is mind. And how do we use our intellect? How do we use our mind to move and navigate based on our internal feelings, our internal knowing, our internal fears, our internal instincts? The time to act and respond out of fear is growing archaic, and it's time to innovate now. Innovate from a place where we can recognize the fear, actually recognize the fear choice, the choice that stems from fear, the fear response that we have. Or we can recognize the choice and choices that can flow from a response of vulnerability, expansion, awareness, unlimited possibility, unknown, good feelings, and trust. One of the major problems with these manifesting ideas that you see in the spiritual, conversations, spiritual world of conversations, is that as humans, we really are wired to see something in order to believe it. We need to see it to believe it. And that's not really the way that manifesting always works. Manifesting, creating new, vibrating on a different level, an expansive level, really takes courage to face the fear, courage to say no to the fear, courage to say, I'm choosing something different besides fear. And if we really look closely and we look around at our lives as a collective, we can see that a lot of our systems, most of our systems, are built upon a fear-based strategy, a fear-based program, fear-based structures. Some examples are insurance, right? Some examples are our healthcare system. Some examples are our investment system and our financial systems. Some examples are, the choices that we make in navigating our daily lives and our futures. Should we do this or that? And there is a difference between caution and risk, or risk versus reward, and straight up fear. And that's, what is up for us as individuals to decide, to be aware of. And this is the key of this card. When we're at the 5 in the middle of the cycle of wind, of the mind, of learning, of growing and expanding in our mental capacities, we are looking at ourselves very deeply. We're looking at the limitations that we have put on ourselves. I'll repeat that. The limitations that we put on ourselves. And no matter how you look at the whole, the collective, we have the power. We are the power. We choose. We choose to be in fear. We choose to be constricted. We choose to keep playing the game. We choose also to expand. We choose to be aware. We choose to love deeper. Whatever it is that we're choosing as a collective, and therefore you're choosing as an individual, know that you can take responsibility for the choice. And this is what this card is really about. Waking up to know yourself and to know ourselves collectively, that we can change. We can make differences. We can move from softer, more in tune responses to life. And we can feel into energies before we respond to life. We don't always have to respond to life. Let's learn to drop in and start to see that we can really create lives, our life, the collective life, the world, the universe, the whole, as we would love to see fit. That's whether it's going to be an expansive and beautiful and a heart-opening direction, or a constricting and tight and fear-based one. We really do get to choose. So, as individuals, how can we drop into this energy of the 5 of wind, swords? How can we tune in to subtle energies? That's what we're doing here with these tarot insights. That's what we're doing with collective energy readings. That is what we're doing with energy work, no matter on what level. This is what we're doing, tuning in to subtle energies. I will just give you an example from my life recently. I've been very much expanding and very much pushing against the edge of myself, letting go in my personal life and seeing my limitations. And it is rather frightening when I get pushed up to the edge of what I have known, my comfort zone, so much so that I don't know really what to do next. I want to expand my capacity to hold more joy and financial wealth and love, and deepen my love in my family and my relationships. And when I get pushed to the edge of what I have known, I feel fear. And it's that space when it's most important to stop and assess and look around and start to feel more deeply internally, energetically, paying more attention, not doing anything more. I've done enough now. I'm going to pay attention to the edge where my limitation is and ask, what is calling to me? What is calling to me to come into existence? And also, what is calling me to retreat back into my old ways? And once you get to your edge, once you get to an edge of fear like that, you really aren't going to go back, because you see that there is more out there. You see the possibility or expansion, and you don't know it all yet, and you might not see it with clear accuracy. Like the last card we pulled, you can't see it into focus, but you know there's more at that point, and you cannot really turn back. You put too much energy towards that newness, towards that growth. So, as individuals, ask yourself, where is my edge in the things that I am wanting for my life? Look at where you've gotten frustrated, so frustrated to the point where you just can't take it anymore. Whatever the relationship is, whatever the subject is, whatever the feeling is around. So feel into the edge you've reached within this year, really. It's about this year, and stop and sit with that. And it's not to just sit and contemplate with your mind. This is to start to feel around, to, sharpen your awareness, look for the opportunities, look for details, look for messages internally, externally, vibrationally, energetically, and I will be offering each and every one of you, if you want to help deepening into this process, a free meditation in my newsletter for December, my final one of the year, where I drop into an energy center. And we can drop into this awareness if you need extra help around this. And here is where our opportunity lies. Let's not miss out on it. I'm sending lots and lots of love to you and deep awareness. And it's really time now to expand. It's time to grow. It's time to evolve individually, collectively, the whole thing. We're really doing it. So let's do it with awareness. And I will talk to you all next week on my Thursday Tarot Insight. Take care.